Hi guys, it's Lexi again. I'm going to go over the QuickBooks project real quick, just how to use the system and just a few things to take note of. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or come to my office hours and I can help you further. So this is what QuickBooks looks like once you make an account. So make sure you make an account, like you usually put your name, that depends on the professor, but they'll give you the directions about how to make your account. And it's a pretty easy step-by-step process. You don't need any of the extra features or anything like that. And then, so this is what the different sections all look like. You don't necessarily need to use much of this at all, but if you go to the new and first for journal entries, that's going to be very important. So make sure this date is correct right here, depending on what date it shows on the journal entries that are made. And then you would just scroll down for the account. And then you would put the account in, whatever the account is. So for example, you could do something like for sales. If you want, you'd put the debit, and then whatever you want for the credit, you can do that. And then if the account that you need is not there, you can click add new and then make sure you switch bank. So you do not want them all to go to bank because that just makes it a lot more difficult. Like you need it to be like an asset or a liability, etc. So depending on what the account is, so like if you need something that's like a current asset, you put that there. And do not create new accounts receivable or accounts payable accounts because that makes it very difficult to fix. And it just don't do that. So no accounts payable, no accounts receivable accounts to create new ones. So if it's already there, you can use it, but don't create new ones. And so current liabilities, like you could just click any of this, name it. You can do a description if you want. Doesn't matter, save and close. I know this would not be an actual journal entry, but just to show you. So then you would just put whatever amount in that you want. This is not an example from your basically from your sheet. This is just a random example that I'm putting together. You can add a memo here if you want, and you can add a description if you want, doesn't matter. And then do not put multiple journal entries in here because it will combine them and bulk them all into one. So even if it had the same date, so basically just we do a debit and a credit, and then you would click save and new. So that first one is saved, and you would switch the date and then put in your next one. So those are journal entries. And let's see here. So there is a lot already here for you, but you'll definitely need to make some new ones. And like I said, do not create them all to the bank. So that is the journal entries. And then another thing is to create reports. So first, for your chart of accounts, this is how you'll run the report for the statement of retained earnings. So you'll just click run report right here. There is nothing in here because I did not do anything besides that one random journal entry, which doesn't go to retained earnings, but you would normally click run report and this report would show right here. And then that's how you would run that report. And then if you go back, it will also show you, so you'll also need the accounts receivable aging summary, the balance sheet, and the profit and loss. So those are the ones that are saved. And you can just click on those and run the report. So that's pretty easy. You'll have to make sure you select the date on the reports because if you don't select the correct date, then the report won't show up and it won't be accurate. So set the right date, run the report for, depending on what you want. You could do today, week, month, and then run the report. So those are the reports you'll have to run. Besides that, you can keep, basically your dashboard will help take a look at everything that you need. And let's see if I'm missing anything. You can also print your transactions, like you can print your journal entries. If you need to, basically just like regular printing, and you can print them all together. And like this, warn if a duplicate journal number is used, that could help you as well to keep track of your journals. And then that is pretty much it. I would recommend going through and looking through your chart of accounts, looking at the balance, and you can view all these registers, run all these reports, and that will definitely help you a lot with that. Besides that, and besides reporting, essentially, this is pretty much all you have to do for now. Let's see with the app transactions. Yeah, we don't need that. So essentially, you'll need this chart of accounts either here or in the accounting right there. That's how you'll get those. And if you need to import or export your data, it's right here. Like if you want to move it to Excel, etc., or look in your log, you could do that. So that's going to be in settings. And then besides that, your journal entries are right here when you click new. If you need any of these, that's what a lot of those are there for you as well. And then reports are right there. So that should be at least give you a good start on this QuickBooks project. And then just let me know if you need any other help.